The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. With over 17,000 markets and extended trading hours, turn US earnings season volatility into opportunity. Get started at IG.com.
And the stock of the day is Zip. Zip upgrading its full year 25 guidance. Cash earnings now expected to reach $160 million compared to the $153 million previously forecast. The fintech company says full year 25 was a strong year, notably in the US market. And Zip says total transaction volume growth has been observed across both its US and Australian businesses. We have got shares up an impressive almost 15% to $2.69. Now, Henry, this was one of your picks at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. This was my pick for 2024, 40 cents, and has done very well, and it's continuing to do very well. There was a brief window of opportunity. There was a brief window of opportunity for lots of things after Liberation Day, and Zip actually, I think it got down to about $1.10, $1.15. And we bought it at $1.63 for the small cap portfolio yet again, so that was good, and it has done us proud. I have to say that this is the second upgrade for Zip since the results, so that is not a bad effort, I have to say. And it is still pretty cheap. You've got Affirm and Sezzle, which I guess are some of the competitors there. Afterpay obviously is part of XYZ as well as a competitor, but it is about it's probably trading on half the PE, half the multiple to cash EBITDA to the other two. So it is still pretty cheap, to say the least. And we had the Sezzle numbers out yesterday. Well, they reiterated profits in terms of guidance, and this one, Zip, another upgrade. This is going to go higher, and we even had yesterday, I think there's some regulatory changes in buy now pay later space with Zip, and looking at them more as a credit provider, which is probably about time, but it does entrench the incumbents. This is only applying to new accounts, not old accounts. I'd say everybody in Australia that matter has got a Zip account. I certainly have, and I use it. I have to say, I do use it. You've got to use these products to understand the company a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm still pretty bullish on this one. I think it's going higher. $3 is easy. What is it? 15% move today.
Yeah.
It's up. Since we bought it, is now up 65%.
And you've held that whole time?
Yep.
Oh wow. So a buy from Henry, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I am not anyone because I don't have a Zip account. What did you just say? Anyone who's anyone has one?
Anyone who's anyone. Why not?
I'll get onto that so that I can be anyone. Are you anyone, Andrew? Do you like it?
I'm not anyone either, Juliet. Okay. I don't have one, albeit I do have an Afterpay account. But the same methodology that if I'm suggesting that clients should look at it, then I should at least understand the product. It's just like when I come to the Big Smoke. Just walking down the Pitt Street Mall and the bag sort of test, like other people sort of browsing, or are they actually putting their hard-earned down and spending? That's to me a very simple measure of retail confidence. Anyway, back to Zip. From a consensus point of view, $3 is the target price there. So we're in now $2.70. So certainly on that basis alone, I see short interest is falling. So people betting that the share price is falling is abating. I note that management and the board are also buying shares over the last 12 months, so I'll do like insider buying. And to Henry's point before, these new rules relating to the changes around testing people for these products, it's good for two reasons. Zip was doing it well before they were mandated to do so, so that's from a confidence point of view. But the other thing is some of the other players who may not have as high level of compliance or due diligence, it will make it harder on them either trying to play catch up, or they might just say this is all too hard. So for that reason, I think it's also a buy, and $3 is probably the target price in the short term. All
right, fabulous. We are kick-starting the show with a double buy for Zip, and both my guests thinking that $3 target price is achievable. So that does wrap up the stock of the day.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Turn volatility into opportunity this US earnings season with extended trading hours on over 110 key US shares. Get started at IG.com.